every here and there.
Are you recording? Just start recording there. But why? Why are you Why are you so pressed? So when you can't smoke weed inside of a spot, inside of a low, you gotta hit that.
Nah, I don't have to.
Okay.
I could turn it on and off.
Well, yeah, obviously, but it's what is it? It's kind of like it's like a nervous tick for you.
Nah, I found this in the crib earlier.
Oh.
I was doing laundry and I found it on the floor, so I charged it. I'm like, I'm about to bring this with me, but I don't just go out and buy one every day.
Really? Okay.
Swear to God.
So it's just you had it, so that's why you're smoking it.
Yeah.
So you could kick the habit tomorrow,
alcohol, weed might be the hardest thing.
You're able to kick alcohol?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I stopped drinking to start losing weight.
Okay, let's start the pop. I mean, we already recording, but yeah. I already clapped, right? So I don't gotta do it again? All right, yo, welcome back to the Frequency on the Radar podcast, where I invite people who I fuck with to talk about their lives, talk about their music. If they doing music, talk about whatever they doing. Today, my brother's back on the show, R2R Moe. We chopping it up. But we talking about your health journey right now.
Yes.
So you said you're able to kick alcohol, able to kick the vape.
Vaping, yeah.
But you can't kick the weed.
Yeah, I won't say can't because I never actually tried to, but I think it'll be the hardest. Just because I got so used to just smoking every day.
Right.
So it's feel like a part of the routine, as crazy as that sounds.
What's your smoking routine every day, though?
I might wake up, smoke a blunt, go to the gym, come back, finish smoking that blunt. And then I might not roll up again till later because I might doze off. And then I'll smoke a blunt later.
Do you work out at the gym high?
Yeah.
Okay.
My security kind of got me doing that, though.
Really? Because I know people who say that it helped. Well, for them, it helps to work out when they high. But I never understood, what... I'm kind of nervous of that feeling because, if I'm picking up, 60s...
It make you anxious.
Yeah.
You can't do it. When I first started working out with my security, we would sit in the car before we walked upstairs and smoke 2 wax blunts. And we'll go get on the stationary bike. So now before I go to the gym, it kind of just feel like, damn, let me hit this blunt a few times and then go, because that's what I'm was accustomed to when I first started going. Even though all of this sounds so crazy, but it worked. So.
Right. You still will occasionally get high before the gym.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it has any benefits?
Nah, not at all. But I also think I've been smoking for a minute now, so it doesn't affect me either. Because I just smoked, I won't go to the gym and be tired. It's normal now.
Right. It's just kind of you're at that homeostasis level where it's just kind of it's just part of the daily routine at that point.
Exactly. Fuck it, let me just hit the blunt. My bad. I could curse.
Yeah.
All right, let me just hit the blunt real quick.
Yeah. I mean, you lost how much weight you lost already?
I did another podcast and I said 80 pounds.
Right, I saw that because that was the one that kind of went viral, right?
I was gassing it, yeah.
What part was that?
No funny shit, show.
No funny. Yeah, I fuck with they shit. They shit fire.
Yeah, they're funny as hell. Fucking, I lost maybe 50 pounds.
Okay.
My heaviest was 285, I want to say, and right now I'm I'll be fluctuating with 225, 230.
Okay.
So I lost 50 pounds.
Has there been what was the most difficult part of losing all that weight?
Eating healthy and cutting out everything I was eating before, because I mean, at least now I could eat other stuff that I don't want to eat because I'm used to tracking my calories and knowing what this might do and how much I'm supposed to be eating. But it was really cutting out stuff I enjoy eating every day.
Like what?
Fried chicken.
Every day though?
Not every day, but
yeah.
I was just starting to make my little bit of money. I had just signed a deal, my first deal. So I'm I ain't eating in the house no more. I got bread.
Right.
I was ordering out every day, come home late, get McDonald's. So little stuff like that I just had to cut out. Started making my own food, learning how to cook. I never knew how to cook. I was never in the kitchen. So just adding little changes to my everyday that I never did before, and now I have to start doing every day. That was the hardest part.
What's your best dish now? Is you cooking for shorties now? That's the type of time mode. You're not there yet?
ChatGPT still make my meals. I ain't gonna lie. ChatGPT was doing everything for me at a point. Yo, they gotta sponsor me, bro. I keep
see. This is the second time you mentioned them, right?
But when I don't know how to cook something, when I don't feel like calling my mom, I just go on ChatGPT. And it'll tell you, like, yo, you put the steak on there for 3 minutes on medium high and then flip it.
Well, you're not cooking for like shorties yet, but like, what's like the best dish that you make for yourself that you enjoy? The steak?
I made like a burger bowl
That sounds
like
good.
a week and a half ago.
Okay.
And it was white rice, black beans, ground beef, lettuce, pico. I had a little bit of like tzatziki sauce. It was pain. It was fire. But I bodied that. I would make that for somebody else.
Right.
Because that's not hard to make. When it's time to get extravagant, you know how people meals be looking nice and they be cleaning the plate up aesthetic.
Yeah.
I can't do all that.
You know, they always be like, the joke would be like, oh, if you ever want to cook for a shorty, you make it like the chicken Alfredo special. You know, that's like the chicken. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't even think I can make
No,
that.
why are you looking at me like that, bro? Huh? That's like, is that not what they be cooking when they can't cook? You make the chicken Alfredo because it's so easy to make. Or the hamburger. Nah, making a shorty hamburger helper is crazy, bro.
Bro, it's like, you already getting the luxury of me cooking.
Yeah.
You gotta just receive what you receive. It shouldn't be no back and forth. Like, I feel like making hamburger helper, we eating hamburger helper. That's it.
I ain't gonna lie, like, some of the food spots that we be ordering from, bro, they just be making like regular shit that we could just get at the store anyway in the back anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's always how it is now. And they charge you the high.
Right.
Like $40 for a meal I could cook in the crib.
Nah, dead ass. So what's your routine like? Because you said you got it from your old security guard.
When I was going with, shout out Drewski, that's my security. When I was going with him, I was kind of just doing what he was doing. So we was doing like, maybe one day we'll do shoulders, one day we'll do back. It's really how he was feeling. And he's a big dude. So I was going there and lifting like very like heavy type, like strength lifting with him, but I needed to lose weight. So when I started going to the gym by myself, I was doing like the typical routine, which is like push, pull.
Yeah.
You know, the regular split.
Yeah.
After every workout, I was doing like 30 minutes on the treadmill. And then I'll go upstairs and make my own food. And then I started tracking my calories. That's how it started to get easier for me. Like knowing how much I'm eating, what I'm eating, and hitting the right protein goal, because they say that's important. And drinking water. Those are the two most important things they say.
Yeah.
So I was trying to just get those two down pat. And once I figured those two out, it kind of got like easy. Like I was, every time I looked in the mirror, it looked like I was skinnier. Like, and I was getting bigger, like my muscles, because I was taking creatine.
Oh yeah, creatine's the best. I love creatine because creatine's also good, like cognitively, for you too. Because like I don't know if you get this, but when I take my creatine in the morning, I feel less foggy. You know what I'm saying? Like it really helps.
Ready
like
to start my day.
Yeah.
And I feel like even if you don't work out, if you drink a lot of water, you should take creatine, regardless.
Yeah, I think
it's good for the body.
It's funny because like when I was taking creatine, like when I was like 18, like 11 years ago, like people was like, oh, like because creatine had like a weird type of like people weren't really people were fucking with, but they weren't fucking with it yet. And then it's kind of funny now that like it kind of comes back around because like when I first started taking creatine when I was like 17, 18, that's when because I used to be bigger and that's when I lost all my weight. So I started taking that shit when I was in the gym, you know, originally. And like people were kind of like weird about it at the time. People weren't sure like what it was or what it does, and people were like, oh, like it's kind of like, is it more kind of like on the steroid side? Like, will have like all these extra effects on you and whatnot? And then it's funny over the last 10 years, like the rebrand of creatine.
Like everybody like, oh, you got to be taking creatine. If you're not doing it, you're doing something wrong. Like,
yeah, doing it every day because it help you retain weight, but also like helps you lose weight too to some extent. And of course, if you're putting the work in the gym and like shit like that too.
And I like it because if they say it make your muscles look more full. And I kind of be feeling like that when I come back from the gym after I drink my creatine. I'm like,
you take it before the gym though, right?
Yeah, I take it before the gym.
Yeah.
And then when I'm in the gym, I drink like, I just started, but it actually been helping my workouts, like amino acids. So it'll give you like just a little like boost in the gym. Like when it start to feel foggy, like you don't want to finish your workout. Yeah. You drink a little bit of that.
It's just like in a little.
It come in like the powder, like the pre-workout bottles.
Oh, okay.
And then you put like 2 scoops in your shaker bottle with a little bit of water, and just drink that throughout the workout rather than drinking regular water.
Send that to me. I'm gonna check that out because I'm always looking for like new shit.
I'll send it to you right now.
I'm always looking for like new shit to try. Like I tried like top of the year when I started really, because I kind of had like that same thing at like November. I'm like, oh, now like I feel like I'm getting fat. I gotta lock in. So I've been back in the gym pretty regularly over the last like 6-7 months, and for a while I was doing like the whey protein too, but then I kind of stopped doing it for a little bit. Like I haven't done the whey protein in a while because I felt like I was getting a little bloated too.
Yes.
So like I was like, let me chill off this. Then I noticed I slimmed down a lot after I stopped doing the whey protein. So now it's just like straight like creatine and like that's it.
Bro, and working out gives you like body dysmorphia, bro. Like once you start working out and doing it so often, like every time you have a bad day or like you don't work out or you eat something bad, you start to feel like, nah, I'm getting fat.
Bro, that's me because we have like school visits today and tomorrow. Which, by the way, Toby wants to talk to you about going to a school in Harlem, so we'll get that.
Sure.
But we have school visits, so they're early in the day, you know, because kids get out of school like what, like 2, 3,
yes.
And I normally go to the gym from like 1 to 3, and so like there's no gym for me today or tomorrow. So like I literally today, as of before, I took a video, I'm like, damn, I feel fat as fuck because I didn't get to work out today.
Every day, I'm telling you, bro. So you're gonna feel like that. I'll be feeling like that every day.
Now this is a great way to start the pod talking about health and shit.
Hell yeah.
What else you been doing to like improve your health?
Like going outside a lot more, like taking a lot more walks. I used to just stay in the crib or only go out when I'm going to the studio or going to the club. But I got a dog, so now I kind of gotta like get up every morning and walk and have a routine. So just walking, like, and chilling. I don't even really have too much crazy stuff to it.
But it's like tough to walk around because people know who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I moved to the middle of nowhere.
Oh, you moved you moved?
Yeah.
Okay.
I moved out of Harlem like in December.
Wow. Yeah. What was that like? Change like for you?
Ridiculous and scary, but I feel like it was the biggest step I needed to take. Like besides losing weight or anything like that, just having my own peace of mind. It would help me come up with my music, like make my music sound better. Yeah. Where I could sit trapped in my own thoughts and be able to come up with stuff. But moving was scary, bro, because I spent every day of my life with my mom. Yeah. So I lived with my mom all my life. Me and my mom was in the same room years ago. Like we slept in the same room. So it was like now being by myself, not having. It was times I was missing hostings because I doze off now. And when I was in my mom's house, it's like I get a bang on the door. Like, don't you gotta be somewhere at 1 o'clock? Like, so just little stuff like that.
Also, you're like closer to shit in the city too, right. Being in your mom's house in Harlem. Yeah.
Now I gotta leave a bit earlier and make sure I get everything coordinated with Tom. So just like transitioning from being where I was at to like more of a grown man, like even changing how I dress, like just doing little stuff, like everything to make myself feel like I'm doing more for myself.
We'll talk like after where you're actually living. I'm not gonna obviously put that out there in the pod, but like, is it kind of like? Is it like middle of nowhere type shit, like space, like a lot of space between houses and things? Oh wow, okay. So you really really are in like a recluded area.
Yeah, I live like. How long did it take me to get here? It took me an hour to get here.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It took me an hour to get here, and I live in like a big building in the middle of nowhere.
That's good though.
Yeah.
I feel like you can even like sense that on like the project too. Like it just feels like a little different. You know what I'm saying? But like I can see how like. You know, it's like whenever someone from the city leaves the city, like a lot of things change. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see how like that may have forced you to like get your health together because you lose all the distractions that are around you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure you love being around the guys, but like they're not always gonna be around now because you're in the middle of nowhere. So you can't just like you can't just be like, oh, I'm about to go fuck off with Eddie and like do this or like you gotta come up with new like
do stuff myself.
Yeah,
I advertise too, like not even advertise, wrong word. I advise like every musician, like when you start working on something important, leave, bro. Don't do it in New York. Like get out of here, bro. But besides moving, besides any of that, like if you're working on something important, get out of New York. Like not even saying it in a bad way, like it's a bad stigma to being here, but it's like we just been here so long. Yeah. I think everybody get very closed-minded with living in New York. And there's so much more to see than what we've seen for the last 20 whatever years. So I think, bro, when you're working on something important or you doing your album or you trying to work on something and lock in, bro, get out of here, bro. Go see something crazy.
That's funny because now you in like the summertime and you were like in a recluse, like, bro, you gonna be outside sitting like listening.
I'm gonna be in New York this summer.
Okay.
But I ain't working on nothing right now. I just dropped 20 songs.
Right, yeah. So now you can kind of like, well, not chill, but like
sit back for a little bit.
Yeah,
let people still digest it. It's only been a month.
You know, we're talking about Harlem, like, and obviously you and I got 2 interviews, but this I feel like is obviously the most in depth that we're ever gonna go, that we've ever gone, because now like you're more talkative. You got some media training. We known each other for years now. I had no idea. Like, it was so crazy. Like, when I found out that your pops was a rapper too, you know, I had no idea. And then how I found out it was so funny because it wasn't even through you. It was because John's out in Crown Heights, and like he ran into your pops, or he knows your pops or whatever. He's like, yeah, and he's like, yeah, like I'm Mo's pops. I was like, and John was like, huh? And then we all found out that like,
yes, and we look just alike.
And yeah, then when I seen him, I was like, nah. And then when I finally seen him, I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Like a splitting image.
For you, like, being around your pop, like, what is that relationship like with him and the music too? Like, especially growing up.
It like growing up, I wasn't really too. How I explain it? Like, my pops is from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So his music is on the more like, you know, like Brooklyn side. Like,
yeah.
Gritty, like real like music like that. So growing up, I wasn't really too into music or like involved in what my pops was doing with music. I was trying to like play sports and stuff like that.
Right.
So now, like being here, it kind of just feel like full circle. Like now I'm doing what he used to be doing, and I'm doing it completely different than how he was doing it.
Yeah.
So it's cool, for real.
You guys have that relationship where like you run stuff like by him, or you show him, or like he listens to it, like.
That's my son, but nah, I really don't be taking I don't really be taking input from nobody.
Well, not input, but like, does he like hit you? Be like, yo, I like this song. Like,
yeah.
Okay, he does. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So y'all have that relationship where y'all can talk about the music.
He come to the club with me.
For real?
Yeah.
I still never met him too.
Well, next time you go outside, we gonna come outside. Too.
Okay, bet. Do you have any songs with him at all, or like no?
We ain't.
Nah, you guys ain't got there for that.
He old school.
I know, but I feel like there's a middle ground. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it'll be cool. Or a lot of people were saying it'll be cool, like doing like some father son kind of thing.
Yeah, because I think we talked about that like very briefly. Like I think when John met him, John was like, "Oh, it'd be cool for them to do something together." I'm like, "Yeah, it's cool."
He was saying we should do it together though, on the radar.
Yeah, but like when they ready, you know what I'm saying? Like I want both of y'all to be like, "Oh, this is like a good moment," because now like you know when you guys find like that middle ground to like blend y'all sounds together, I think
make some
cool.
music together.
Yeah,
my son getting old though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, but I feel like he still got it though. You feel me?
Facts. Still got it.
It's crazy because like when we first met, like in that first On the Radar so many years ago, right? Like you had like you were super nervous, right? Yes. You were sweating because we did the interview before we did the performance. You were sweating. You were like, and it's funny like when I was watching that, like getting ready for this, because I'm like, damn, like this is a completely different person.
I had the rag. I was wiping my face every 2 seconds.
Yeah, man. It was. Do you ever like look back on those type of moments? Like, do you ever like take the time to like go back and see? I mean, we're gonna watch the freestyles today as part of like the other thing, the reaction thing that we're doing. But like, do you ever go back and like watch those old videos of you like before any of this like really worked out and popped off?
Sometimes I'll get bored and I'll search my name. And I'll just look at everything, like all the old stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes it be kind of making me like cringy. You know, but you know how I go. Like, especially when you feel like you at your like highest point in life, is like, damn, I should have been here. Like, I should have been doing this. Like 3 years ago, I should have started working out. 3 years ago, I should have started.
Right.
But it's all part of the journey. So it'd be like a 50-50 with it. I'll go back and watch it sometimes, but sometimes I'll be like, to see that.
Yeah, like I don't even want to know.
Yeah, let's erase that one right there.
Yeah,
those memories.
It's interesting because, like, you know, shout out Shaq and Kai, right? Because like
Always.
I know like at the time you were in a situation, right? You were in a situation, and they got you out of the situation. That's why we're able to get everything that we have now, right? So obviously we love them for that.
The boys.
Like, what did you learn from that transition period, right? Because obviously you were young. Contract stuff, we don't gotta go into it, but obviously, you know, you were just probably trying to get yourself off the ground, right? And then they came along and they kind of helped move the things along, helped you kind of get to where you are now, of course. What in that whole transition period, like, what were some things I guess you learned about the industry? Because like I feel like when we knew each other, when we met, and you were in that situation and you had to get out of it and do what you had to do, was like you kind of were like forced to learn a lot about the music industry very, very quickly.
Yes.
You know,
it was like, how do I explain it? Like, damn. It was like it was all like such just a crazy moment, like with all of that happening and stuff like that. I realized the industry gets serious quick. Like that was my thing. Remember, we was just playing football and basketball. And
yeah.
I was recording music in my dorm, and we came back home from college, and we was like, let's try this rap thing out. So we ain't never really expect to get to the point where people signing me for stuff like this. So I'm getting caught up in situations like this. Mm-hmm. So when that whole situation was happening, it was like 50-50. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I have to figure it out to get out the situation. Yeah. Because before I met Kai and Shaq, I was just stuck, like, in the deal. So it was like you said, just figuring out how crazy it could get that early or how crazy it may get later down the line, like when we get here. I'm happy I met Kai and Shaq, or two individuals like that, because now I don't really have to worry too much about getting into another situation like that. I know they got the best interest of me at heart, so
right.
It's green.
Yeah, I go a lot, and I'm glad that worked out too, because it's not like, you know, it's not just you who I know still currently that who are in like situations like that. You know, yes. Unfortunately, there's like people that, you know, you and I know who are in situations and like they're stuck in a place where it kind of like, it doesn't like stop them from releasing music, so to speak, but it kind of like fucks up like other parts of like the promotion and wanting to go do things because they might have X, Y, and Z owed to this person or whatever the situation is, right? And like it kind of bums me out when shit like that happens because, you know, so many incredible artists get like put in those type of situations, and then like they, you know, people might just give up at that point. You know, then not everybody's as lucky to have a Kai and Shaq in their corner to be like, yo, like let us help you like figure it out, and like we'll get you in a better situation. Then you can just do whatever you gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
And new artists come out every day. It's
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
Once you catch your moment, and then being stuck in something like that, and then hindering your whole process, and you losing your moment, having to gain it again, that's the hardest part. Like, that's the part nobody talk about. Like, once you got it, you gotta keep it. Like, so once you lose it for a little bit, it's over with. There's so many new people to listen to every day.
Right.
So much new music coming out. We're from New York. It's like a new rapper comes out every day.
Yeah, but I feel like New York doesn't really. I don't know. New York is like having like a weird identity like crisis right now. You know what I'm saying?
Not respecting the right people.
Huh?
Like, I don't think New York is like respecting the right people.
In what way?
Like, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of musicians that I feel like just catching their moment.
Yeah.
That been deserved it. Excluding myself, people like Fergie.
Right.
Like, for me, people like B-Mo. Like,
right. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think, like you said, New York is having like a really weird identity crisis right now. Like, but I think it'll be figured out with time. It's about to get hot. Everybody's gonna start dropping again. Drinking.
I'm just tired of people trying to sound like you, or trying to sound like Cash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like a. I'm like a yo. Like I feel like. Again, I don't know what it's going to take to fix it. I mean, I do know, like, it takes people being creative on their own to fix things, you know? But, like, I just kind of hate, like, how, you know, when Cash started popping off and then you were having your moments right after that, too, with your last couple projects and even this one. It's just, like, you could hear, like, ain't nothing wrong with being influenced by somebody either. Like, I don't want to stop people from ever being, like, influenced by Moe, right? But, like, it is kind of weird, like, when it's just, like, okay, like, it's, like, they're copying you without even being like shameless about it, you know? And like that kind of is like, whenever like people or these waves start catching on, and I know the people who like originated these waves, and like people want to get on these waves, I'm like, you know, it's not going to work for you guys the same way it worked for them. And even if it does work for you, the percentage of like it actually properly working is like 1 in a million. You know what I'm saying?
Imitation is like not always flattery. Like, I hate that. Like, hearing I get like the being influenced. Yeah. But even that though is like it's a way to find your identity through being influenced to people. It's like,
sure, yeah.
I make music before I go to the studio. While I'm in the studio, I listen to other music, and then go in the booth and think about them flows I just heard and how I could replicate it in a different way. Yeah. That's how I started figuring out how to catch different flows and stuff like that. So it's a way to do it, but it's getting too blatant. Like,
nah, definitely.
It's like, damn, like I'm listening. I'm like, bro, you sound like me. Like, like I would have just made this song. And I'm like, I don't like that. That's the part where it's like, I know Cass gets it the worst though.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad.
But they'll never beat you guys, which is why it's like it's okay.
It's
because
cool,
because I ain't gonna lie, no one can get me. How many songs was on The Greatest Show?
Now it's 19.
Nobody could get me. There's very few artists out here besides The Boy, for real,
yes.
that could get me to listen to 19 songs straight without me being like, nah, I don't want to listen to this shit no more.
At some point, you gotta turn it off.
Right. But it was funny. Toby, are you in the room? Okay. So when we were in Orlando, we put Toby's cousin onto Moe. We put her onto you because we're just playing shit in the car, and I started playing the deluxe. So the deluxe came out, and it came out the night before. And I was like a little lit, just a little bit. And I was driving back. I'm like, nah, this shit hitting right now.
What you was drinking?
Huh?
What you was drinking?
I was definitely drinking Don. Yeah.
Yup.
And I was like, I got back to my telly, and I texted Toby. I said, yo, this shit hitting. We playing this on the way to Rolling Loud tomorrow. And then her cousin became a fan shortly after. I ain't gonna lie, it kind of bothers me how many people I put onto you. Not because it's a bad thing at all, but it's just like, I'm like, how do you not know who this is already?
Oh.
That's like my biggest issue. They be like, yo, why I never heard of Moe before? I'm like, bro, stop.
I be calling Kai sometimes, bro, like, yo, what else am I supposed to do, bro? I'm like, what else do I do? I've sold out New York multiple times. I'm like, I've sold out different places.
Yeah.
I'm like, the album just did 1 million. I'm like, I still feel like I bump into people, and they're like, you rap? They be like, damn, like, the fuck else I gotta do? Like, I feel like I did everything already. But, it comes with time, bro. And it's cool because we're building, like, a real fan base. Like, the fans that I seen at this show, I seen in last year's show and the show before that.
Right.
Building, like, a cult fan base. I know Instagram usernames by their comments, like, because they're on every post. I'll post a video shoot Addy in the chat, and I'm seeing the same faces. So it's cool how it's going. Like, it's like a lore behind it. Like, when we get to where we're supposed to be, it's gonna be fun telling this story. Like,
this is the fun part right here.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you get there, trust me, when you get there, it's not fun no more. This is the fun part. Yeah.
The building and just getting to where we want to be. It's cool just hitting different landmarks and goals that I have written down and knowing that more is coming.
You know what's funny? That Market Hotel show was so lit, right? I didn't get to go because I had my radio show. You keep doing shows on Fridays on my radio show. It's okay.
We gonna coordinate.
We'll be all right. But it was so funny, bro, because you did that shit. And normally, like, if it's like a show of an artist that I like, it won't always like permeate my TikTok feed. But bro, I saw so many like great videos from that show. And I'm not talking about just like, like TikTok will feed you like a video with like 10 likes or like something that just got posted. No, I'm talking about like real fans with like viral,
Yes.
And everybody and comments being like, yo, like either it'd be a few people who didn't know who you were, but then there was a lot of people like, yo, how'd I miss this? Da 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 da. Like, there's a lot of those, and I thought like that was so cool because it's like, damn, like noticing like the typical what gets fed to me on a regular basis from artists who I like who do shows versus like Moe. And it was like it felt like more like of a wave and more like it like there was a moment around it. I thought that was
catching on.
Exactly, you're catching on. Yeah,
bro, I did a 40-song set, bro. I did 2 hours straight.
That's fire.
Like every song in my catalog. I missed a couple, but I did every song in my catalog to the point where like they cut the mic off at the end.
Oh, because you went over time?
Yeah, like it was crazy, bro. And we stayed on the stage the whole time.
Yeah,
I didn't stop. There was no intermission. We literally did 2 hours straight.
Bro, that's so crazy. That's crazy to me because thank you, Cam. Appreciate you. That's crazy to me because like you think about artists who are kind of like, I guess would be considered like in the same level of where you're at, and they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or they can't perform the way that you perform too.
And they sung word for word every song, bro.
And that was the cool part about the TikToks too, is that like it was like girls singing the songs, guys, like it was a very like good balance of men and women there too.
And diverse crowd, like as far as ages and ethnicities, it was all types of people there, bro. It was like I've never seen my crowd like that before.
Really? It's not even like the Baby show, like completely different.
Like,
okay.
Babies, I feel like was a lot of like young people because it was like early in the sexy drill phase. That's when this first was coming out, and everybody was summertime, dress nice, come outside, drink.
Sure.
So I think it was a lot of like my demographic was very young at Babies, and then the Road to Riches show the first time at Market. I didn't sell out. So I didn't really think too hard, like, or look too deep into that show because my ego wasn't letting me, like,
move past that.
Yeah, and that's why I did market again. I could have did a much bigger show. Like, we sold out 500 with 2 weeks left, and it was 350 people on the wait list. So that's 850 people, technically, tickets that could have been sold.
Yeah.
That's Gramercy. So I could have did a much bigger show, but my ego wasn't letting me, like, live down not being able to sell out market the year before.
You could have definitely done, like, Gramercy or, like, a Webster. I think Webster is a decent size for you. You could have definitely done that, too. Music Hall of Williamsburg is, I think, bigger, too.
That's too big.
That's
I was looking at that one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it that big? Maybe because I've only been to one show there, and it was for, oh, my God. It was for Nardo Wick, like, years ago. It didn't feel that big, though.
I think I might be mistaken, though. Don't quote me. I think...
You think about Brooklyn Paramount, I think.
I think I am, too, actually.
That's one that, like, Max B did and shit.
I think I'm thinking about that one, too.
Yeah. That's a big one, yeah.
I think Sony is, like...
Sony Music Hall.
Yeah.
That's big, too, I think.
Like 3,000.
Yeah.
I think I'm thinking about that one as well.
You'll be there soon.
Word.
You'll be there soon.
A little bit of time.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. We're talking about like the the identity crisis, and you mentioned Ferg, right? And Ferg also came through to do an interview. Ferg's not the first one that I'm gonna put out from this because I got one with the guy from Complex that we have to put out like this week it's out by the time people see this. But Ferg was like the first person that I brought to like do this new format of this in the space, right? And it was funny because me and Ferg were talking about you, of course, too. And I think it's very cool how like kind of like new kind of like pillars of Harlem are kind of like you and Ferg, even though Ferg has been doing this for like, I've known Ferg for like 8 years almost now. It's interesting to see the duality because like, you got Ferg on kind of like the more boom bap, not boom bap, I would just say more rap and sometimes trap tip. And then you have your lane with, I don't even know what we call your lane anymore. I call it Angelic Joe for a while, but whatever Moe's lane is right now, you know what I'm saying? And it's cool seeing like the dynamic between like, Ferg doing the shit with Cam and the Big L shit and then it's like, but that's more in line with like what Harlem like was, you know what I'm saying? So he's kind of keeping that identity alive and you're kind of like representing like this new kind of wave and like new kind of like face of it. That's not drill at all.
That was a
kind
cool ass way to put it too.
Thank you, man.
That was a cool ass way to put it.
Like he's carrying the torch, you know what I'm saying? But like you're also carrying the torch, but you're starting like some new shit.
Yes.
You know because there's nobody in Harlem that sounds like you.
Making people just step out the box a bit. Try something different.
Like have fun with it.
Yeah.
Well, are you guys ever gonna do something, or did you guys ever speak about doing anything? I don't know if me and Ferg talked about that.
I don't know. Damn, I don't think I can say anything.
He said, "I don't think I can say anything." All right. Well, hopefully, because I think it's important. I think like Harlem is just having such like a moment. It's like it'd be cool for that to happen.
And I'm so proud of Fergie. Like just. Well, my favorite word I've been using so much is like perseverance. Like just being like just sticking it through.
Right, yeah.
And making it here, like to this moment.
Yeah.
It's like amazing, bro. And it's just cool to just see like everything he's doing.
Yeah. And the way you've been navigating shit is super cool too, because even like, we talked a little bit about Cash and whatnot, and like obviously you got a couple big records with the guys with Face to Face, right? Face to Face is one of the big ones. And then you did the Slizzgiven shit, which is also super fire. But like what's cool about that, I always commend you, is like you're always kind of like there, but you're still like in your own pocket, you know what I'm saying? Like you're always there, but you're still like how do you balance that too? Because like, like it's kind of like it's like all the people from New York who are kind of like in this realm, everybody fucks with each other. But then it's like, obviously you want to overly fuck with each other, but you still want to like dip and do your own thing. So how do you kind of like balance like kind of like being in the mix with everybody and then being like, nah, I'm gonna just go be Moe for a while. You know what I'm saying?
I think I just figured that out. Like with this album right here, I think I just really figured out how to like dibble and dabble on this side and still keep what I got going on over here. Because a lot of the conversation always was like, this is just like a branch off of this, or this is just Cash. This is something Cash made. But that was always the conversation. So I think with this album, I was really just trying to like figure out how to be different, but still authentic to what people know me for.
Right.
And that's why you get such different beats and so many different sounding songs, but I still keep in my like swag, like my DNA is on every song. So just being able, I think, to show people my versatility and the fact that I could go get on these sexy drill beats and go hang out with Cash and Vontae for a week. Yeah. And then next week, I'm in Harlem with 50 of my homies rapping on new jazz beats. It's like, feel me? Just being able to like keep that balance and showing people like I can do whatever I want when it comes to music. Yeah. I think that's been keeping it how it is.
And you were talking about how like people will like view it as like a spinoff of this, something like that. But like I don't think that the boys ever thought of it as that too. I think the boys always kind of like respected like the lane that you guys have,
and that's why we always was locked in. Yeah, and that's why we was locked in since the jump. But you started a lot of like friendships and like bro. You put me on the phone with Joey, the first on the radar I ever had.
Put you on the phone with Joey that first.
Yeah, the first time I ever came here. Yeah. And at that point, Joey was already who he was. So for me coming up and not knowing nothing about the scene, it was like, that was crazy. That was a big moment.
Right, but it was because at the time you were hanging out, like, they had you with all the drill kids.
Yes.
And I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, like shout out the boys, but like, I was like, Mo being with them is just like a bad idea. Because one, it's like, you know what came with that. Right, and aligning yourself with things like that. But then two is also like, you in here talking about like, you had what is it? You had the juice tat? Did you have the juice tat or was it somebody else? You had the juice tat. You had the Juice WRLD tat, right? And then you talking about how you want to be like Don Toliver, and like I'm like, and I see you on like the flyer with like all the drill, because I'm like, what are we?
Flock, Dougie B, Sean, like 4-1.
Of course, like shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Free the guys, but like. I'm like, yo, this does not belong. Mo does not belong with these guys. That's why I was like, yo, I'm gonna put Mo on the phone. We're probably like one of the nicest people I know. And then like, cause you know how cool Joey is.
Hell yeah.
So like, I'm like, hopefully this starts like the process of like getting everybody to like, move in that direction. Yeah, that was, but that was like my main motivation behind that.
You the man, bro.
Yo, but you and Vontae got a song, bro, that like I need to come out because like it's been on like Mad Untitled's. And I've never, and like, I don't even know where it is anymore.
Which one is it?
Mata Machine.
Bro, me and Vontae got so much music, bro.
No, I know, but hold on, I'm looking for the song what was the song that y'all had on Sis Giving?
No More.
No More. But like, No More is kind of like Mata Machine, but Mata Machine is just like, it's literally like one of the best songs I've heard from both of y'all. And it's just like, I don't know why it hasn't come out yet.
Bro, the moment we leave here, I'm going to go play that.
Because you don't remember it, right?
No. Because me and Vontae lock in so randomly. Yeah. Like, and he never sends me the songs, bro. Like, how does that work?
Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I'm still not Untitled.
I just hear them.
But it's one of the ones, it starts with the piano keys. I don't know if it's a sample, but it has like this piano key at the beginning, at the beginning of it. And I'm always like, yo, bro, let me see if Jay Lenny deleted these old, like, whatchamacallit, these I don't know. I don't even think I'm in that Untitled anymore. Vontae got like 1 million Untitles, and I don't think I had that one. But like, regardless, bro, that's one of my favorite songs from the both of y'all, and I just want to have it see the light of day. And also, you got this song with July too, because when I had July's Untitled, when he was like still figuring it out, he also deleted that Untitled because I think he said somebody was trying to I don't know. And there's a song that y'all two have that is like fucking crazy.
July's another one, though. I just want to give a special shout out to, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because rebranding yourself and it working never works. Well, at least from stuff that I see.
It's like, again, it's like that 1 in a million shit I was talking about. It's that 1 in a million shit for real.
Yeah, that never works. And Son rebranded himself and did it crazier. Like, so, I'm special shout out to bro.
It'd be so funny because I be telling people, I'm like, nah, Jew is really like, he's the truth.
Yes.
But like, you have to like really understand. Like when he went, I didn't even realize how viral that video of ours went with him dancing until like a month later. And I'm seeing it, and it's funny because like I think people at first were just like clowning him, but then you see the shift.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? Like you literally saw it in real time, like the snap, and like people starting to fuck with it. Yes. And he put out the shit with him rapping backwards. Oh, I think that was part of it actually. I don't remember, but I remember it went so viral, and then like whenever Drew hits me, I'm always like, yeah, because we got a video actually about to drop top of June, funny enough, and every time he hits me, I'm like, oh, we about to do some crazy shit, you know? And like his music is amazing, man. You just gotta like,
you have to understand, like you can't listen to it with a bias or think or think because of the videos you've seen on TikTok or how it went early that you about to listen to a gimmick or it's about to be funny. It's like, this is actually good music.
It's not even, when people are like, his music is gimmicky, I'm like, are you fucking crazy?
You're not listening.
Like, you're not listening for real,
You're not even talking about anything gimmicky. Like,
yeah.
He's literally talking about, a lot of his songs from what I hear is like, talking about how he grew up and talking about stuff he was going through, stuff with girls, kind of like even the same topic I've tried to speak about when I rap.
Right.
It's like, he's just doing it in a very, very cool way.
Like, you guys are adjacent lanes.
Yes.
Adjacent lanes.
So I really fuck with Jalal.
And just because what he can do with his voice, like I remember when we did the first OTR and he did like the handshake and things, every time he would hit that like little vibrato, I'm like, yo, bro, nobody is like, I know it's a very simple thing, so it's kind of like, it could be funny to people that like, I'm like, this is fucking genius. But it's really fucking genius if you really think about it. Like, it's like, all he does is the handshake and like he uses that to propel his voice.
We was listening to him when he first came out and we like, me, Ken, and Eddie like, bro, this has to be like the engineer, like adding something to it. Like,
yeah. And
then we watched it on the radar and we seen him do this and we like, yo, he's really like doing that shit in the studio. And he's like, all right, innovative. You wouldn't think to do nothing like that,
bro. Such a genius, and it's crazy, bro. We're talking about like identities and whatnot, and I think about like that first interview and kind of what I had said previously about you were talking about like Don Toliver and Juice and all this, and like it was crazy because you were like you could see like how you were like a little lost in it too at the time. Of course, you were anxious, and talking about like want to be like Don, want to be like Juice, and kind of like at a time where you didn't really have an identity yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have a look, you didn't have, you know what I'm saying? You came in the beater with the t-shirt, hair not done. We're just like fuck it, we just gonna do this, right? Do you feel like are you comfortable? Do you feel like you found that identity yet? Do you feel like this is it? This is where we landed? Do you feel like there's like more that you obviously there's more that you want to do, but like identity wise, like this is it, we're here?
Yeah, I feel like in as much like in such short time, I feel like I've had like a million errors, bro. Like in a million different ways I wanted to make music, a million different look changes. Remember when I first started rapping, I had blonde hair. I cut all my hair off, then I dyed it red, then I got a nose piercing. So I feel like now is the most like happy I feel with myself and like within about everything I'm doing. It's like as long as I feel like this, the music gonna be amazing.
Right.
I made last time, like the deluxe, I made all of those songs like a week and a half before.
Really?
Back to back to back to back. Those was all brand new songs. We just wanted to hurry up and drop the deluxe before the boy came and took over hip hop. So I made all them songs back to back to back to back and dropped them right away.
I ain't gonna lie, heal your heart. I was going through some shit. Heal Your Heart was just like,
that's Ken I tell you that's his favorite song, bro.
Ken?
Yes, that's his favorite song, bro.
I think we just two like sad Puerto Ricans, bro.
It hit different. That was my favorite song with Deluxe at a point. But
for real?
For the bros just started like,
yeah,
it got too crazy. The beat is too crazy.
And now you got the music video and all that. Like it's like it's different now.
In the summer, it's about to be hot. It's like nobody want to hear this sad shit.
But if we're talking about before we talk about like your era, well, before we talk about the album, because I really want to get into it. You're talking about your eras, right? You had the era with Skepta, right? What was like? How did like that come about? And like, are we gonna? Because I remember Kai, you had teased the one song at the end of the music video that y'all had, right? That song was crazy, by the way. Kai sent it to me on the side because I was like, Kai, I need to hear the full song. Amazing record. Are we ever gonna get any of those? Because I know obviously Skepta's doing his DJ thing right now, so I can understand if we're not. Because he's like, both of y'all at different points now too.
Right. I was just having this conversation with Kai and Shaq too. I think like eventually, with time, we'll get back together and something will come. Like it's one of these songs. We have like 3 songs together, 3-4 songs together, and that's still kind of like my big bro. Like, cause that's like the first person or the first super big rapper who was like, yo, I fuck with you. Like, let's do something together. He bought me a Rolex. Like
he did.
Yeah, he bought me a Rolex. He bought me baguette earrings. He flew me to the BET Awards.
What Rolex he got you?
It was a black face Submariner.
Oh, Submariner. Yeah.
So I don't even
know.
No,
you good.
I ain't into jewelry.
It was like, never mind. We'll talk about the watch later because I kind of want to know what it like.
He bought me a Rollie and he did a bunch of stuff, bro. He just didn't have to do. And at that time, of course, I wasn't where I'm at now. I'm not that big yet, but at that time, I was really like just scratching the surface.
Yeah.
So for him to do all of that with an American artist at that, and him being from the UK, it was like just amazing. And just bro really gave me a lot of game early and taught me a lot. I think those songs eventually come out. We're still cool. We still text. Like when I come to London, I hit him up. We link up. So they'll come out when he decides he wants to start like rapping again.
Did he give you like what? Like you talked about like game he gave you. Like what was like some of like the game that like he gave you that you kind of like that stuck with you?
The number one thing was when we went jewelry shopping. He told me I was picking out all the stuff that looked the craziest.
Okay.
I'm with Skepta. Like, come on. Like, he's buying it. I'm buying something. I'm getting something crazy. And he was just telling me, like, flashy doesn't always mean that you look like money or you look expensive. He's like, subtle is the best because you know you got it. He's like, you got to feel good within yourself. He's like, jewelry shouldn't make you feel happy. I'm like, damn. And I bought these little ass baguette earrings after that. And them shits was my favorite earrings ever.
Wow.
Swear to God. And now, when I look for jewelry and I do stuff, like, I'm looking for regular plain Rolexes, plain APs. Like, I want to get tennis chains. Like, I don't want to get big, doofy, crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But he taught me that very early. Like,
yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like custom pieces, like even this, like I would never get something like this again. This is just a...
No, but you need it. This is
a one and done. This is a one and done. This was a one and done.
That's the OTR one.
Unless I get some crazy deal where I could just throw money to upgrade and make it look cooler, maybe. But even then, like I like plain shit. You know what I'm saying?
Subtle,
like
keep it calm.
Plain earrings, like nothing crazy. Like that's it. That's some good game though. That's real. That's real game. That's game for someone who like is like tired of all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And new. I mean, that's good game for somebody like who you think is gonna become who he's gonna become.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, when you get there, just make sure you keep this in mind. Like, don't go spending your money on the stupid stuff like all of this stuff, and don't do it.
You know what's funny? Like on that Miss Independent record, I think he sampled himself on that record,
yes.
right? And like you have a very interesting history with samples and sample clearances, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to redo a whole album.
Yeah, you have to redo a whole album,
yes.
right? So like, where are you at now? And like, have you learned your lesson?
I learned my lesson, but my A&R, you know Carl.
That's my Carl does all my YouTube stuff. That's my goat, yeah.
Carl don't care about none of that. He don't care about none of that. Him and Kaya text back and forth all day. Yo, we need to redo this beat. It's gonna get crazy. They're gonna take it down. Carl's like, bro, I don't care, bro. Like, just drop it. I don't care. So we have like this love-hate relationship with samples. I try to just stay away from them. But
I was about to say, on this album, was there a lot? Because I feel like there was one or two. I'm not going to talk about it on the pod because I'm not going to get you in trouble. We'll talk about it after, but like...
There was two. No, there's one. There's only one.
Big one?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Because B&W is a vocal chop from Splice.
Gotcha, okay.
So B&W... Oh, no, it's not. That's AI. B&W's AI.
It's AI.
Yeah, that vocal chop, the way, that's AI.
Get out of here.
G40, he's a genius, bro. I won't say who he engineers for.
No.
But
okay, so like
he's the boy.
This is a very interesting conversation to have then, right? Because like, you know, this is kind of like a controversial thing that like you're playing with here, right? Because like if like you like fucking I own
Let's
this.
do it.
But like, okay, so you use AI on this album. On the record B&W. B&W 2 had AI on it or no? Because it had the...
Technically, because Eddie just sampled it.
Same vocal chop, right?
Yeah. He just changed the drums.
So, like, what is your take on then the using... Well, obviously you put it out, so you're with it, but, like, what are your kind of thoughts about it? Because, you know, I guess, like, some people, when they see this, they'll be like, oh, well, why couldn't he just do X, Y, and Z? But, like, what is your, like, kind of, like, thoughts and reasoning behind it?
I really don't care too much about logistics. Like, if it sounds good, I'm going to rap on it. Like, AI, funny sounding, something you probably wouldn't hear me rap on. If it sounds good, I'm going to get on it. And I really don't be caring too much to ask, like, yo, what's this? Or, like, is this AI or is this a sample? Like, it really don't mean, I don't really think that deep into it. But I don't care.
But like, okay, but then that, I guess like the argument there to play devil's advocate would be like people were saying that you kind of, I guess, would, since it's a sample vocal chop, which I understand why you would do it, because like, okay, it's royalty free, right? Because it's like however you did with the AI and whatnot. But I guess like the argument that I feel like some people will make when they see this would be like, oh well, it's taken away from people who are really creating art on their own. You know what I'm saying?
Come find me and send me some vocal chops then.
That's also a that's also a valid argument. You know,
I'm not making the beats. I'm just rapping on them. So it's like, if my producer feels like he went on AI and heard something that was crazy and used it, it's like, who am I to be like, yo, let's swap this for a real voice?
And it's royalty free.
Yeah, let's rap on it.
Yeah, you know, I seen like A-Loud post that he was like, he be asking people to come, like, I saw it on, he posted a story, he's like, oh, I want people to come through so I can do vocal samples.
But A-Loud is really different, like,
for sure.
He's a very special producer, so it's like, it don't really hit like that for everybody else. Like,
no, but what I'm saying is like on the logistical side, it's like, oh, like, you know, because clearing some of these records, as you know, is like the worst experience that you'll ever deal with.
Right.
So like, just create your own vocal chops and that. Whether it's, I guess, like through AI or the way A-Loud doing it, it kind of, in a very similar way, it all is kind of the same thing.
I'm saying this to say like, A-Loud can go find somebody who can record the sample exactly how the sample sounds.
Yeah.
It don't work like that for a lot of other producers. Yeah, like A-Loud is really the man here in New York. So it's like, for somebody like him, I can understand him going, I forget AI. We're gonna do this from scratch. It's like Scott Storch shit. Like, he's one of them.
Yeah.
But for like a regular producer, it's like, bro, I ain't doing all that. If I could just have this app, just create it real quick, 30 seconds, I don't get bothered, and I could do whatever I want with it. Royalty free, nobody's gonna say nothing to me. I feel like it's like a whatever you like thing. Like, if you feel like AI is bad, don't use it.
That's real.
I use ChatGPT.
I use ChatGPT. ChatGPT got you skinny.
I'm not gonna talk bad on AI. I ain't gonna do that. AI kind of changed my life. Yeah. But I get the argument for people who want to like it. Yeah. So pick your poison. If you don't like it, stay away from it.
Pick your poison. But you did sign to Create. You know what I'm saying? Like, how has that like been? How has that kind of like you feel like helped with this? Because it's the first project under Create.
Yes.
So how has that like kind of helped with like the whole R2R Moe like overarching like, you know what I'm saying?
They kind of just like, not even kinda. I really appreciate them as a team. They just listen to the stuff that we say. I mean, it's not really like a back and forth with them. They trust in my creative and what I do. Yeah. So when I tell them I want to do something or what I'm thinking, they're like, go for it, bro.
Smooth.
And it just makes everything so much easier. My other A&R, I hope I'm not butchering his name, Stefan. But you know when it's spelled like that, it's always
it can be
like,
Stefan too.
Yeah, for me. But that's my guy. And whenever it's time to drop or like deadlines is coming up, he'll hit me a bit before, have me send everything out. It's just a smooth process with them. It's a completely different experience from being with 3XL because 3XL is on more the creative side. Yeah. So it was more hands-on with everything. Whereas Create is like, we trust you, get it done. And I feel like that's kind of like the best way to work, especially when you know what you want to do. Yeah. So it really helped. This whole concept and everything like that, I came up with myself. Like, well, me and the guys, of course, in my team, and it went crazy. It's my craziest drop yet, my biggest debut yet.
Right. So let's get into it. Well, first of all, shout out Carl at Create. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the Create family, man. I love them. But like the greatest show on earth, right? I think the first thing I want to ask is like, so only Huncho on the project.
I wasn't even going to put that.
Right, because even on your OTR, you said there was no features on the project.
Yeah, I was going to drop it like nothing. Just straight 15, 16 songs are just me. Right. But, I figured it'll work better for the project. We're adding the song on. And me and Huncho ended up building like a personal relationship through making that record. So it was cool putting that feature on there. Yeah. It worked out. Yeah, it worked out.
It worked out. But man, like 19 songs on the deluxe, right? What do you feel like? I don't know, bro. Like, what are some things about this album that you feel like nobody knows that you want them to know about? Because I feel like you'll do interviews, people ask you about everything, right? But like, I kind of like, but I want you to be able to talk about like the shit that you feel like because you put a lot of work into this. I know you put a lot of work into this because I be hearing a lot of the projects before they come out too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously we're cool and you value my opinion and, you know, I value you sending me the music and whatnot. But like, what do you feel like are some pieces about this project that you put into it that nobody's gonna know about or that nobody knows about that you want them to like know you put into it?
I had a whole different project done and I scrapped it. Like completely done. Like I went into my create deal like with a project I already had plans on dropping.
Yeah.
And then as time started going on and me just getting like this awakening, like, you know what? Like I need to boss up. Like I gotta get my life together. Like not that anything was bad, but I'm like, I wanna be more like grown man, like more structured. Yeah. And I feel like everything had to change with that. So my old project consisted of a lot of like sexy drill beats, some of the same kind of cadences as like Mr. R2R. Yeah. It wasn't nothing like Road to Riches Volume 1. And I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work out. So I ended up scrapping the whole project and starting over. That's one. Another big thing is I went through like a situation with a girl I was dealing with, and it made me, that kind of like started the switch. That like flipped the switch. Like, I'm bugging. I started working out my security. I went and got my crib.
Oh, it was like one of those type of situations.
You know what I mean? She ain't do nothing to me though. But it was one of them situations. We had been through so much together. Yeah. It was like, okay, now that I'm out and I'm seeing everything clear now, and I'm not in a relationship, and I'm like, there's a lot of things I need to change with me. Let's start here. And I scrapped the whole album. I already wanted to do that before that. But it also gave me a new subject matter, like, and I had more stuff to talk about. This album to me feels like my most personable. Like, if you listen to every song, you kind of could like piece together
the story. Which I feel like I've been able to do, like, because I'm also looking at Volume 1 of like Road to Riches, and like that has some of my favorite tracks you've ever done, like Midnight Club, Weston, 6 p.m. in LA, 12 a.m. in Houston. Like those are like really some of like my favorite Moe tracks of all time. But like this shit, like before the deluxe came out, like when you start with Nothing She Had, because I was also going through something at that time, and I was like, the album it dropped in the middle of what I was going through, right? And I was like, oh nah, they're like, this is hitting exactly where it needs to hit. Toby, are you still in the room with us? Where's Toby? Go get Toby. She left? Is she on the phone? Tell her that she gets to ask her question for Moe about the album now, because she had a question about the album. But like I felt like I could piece together some of the stuff that you were dealing with too. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be like, oh, trusting her, or like she clearly feeling something in this way, and like you trying to like understand, but she not understanding you, and like you could catch all that. Toby, you got your question for Moe about the album? Yo, she smacked.
What made you pick that intro? Like, I think that was such a good intro. So, like, out of your songs,
thank you.
So, just to reiterate the question for the people who can't hear Toby, she asked, why did you pick Nothing She Had to be the intro for this project?
It was perfect. Like the moment I made the song, I went back home and I listened to it the whole drive, and I'm like, bro, this is how you start an album. From what I'm talking about to there being no beat drop in it, it just sounds like, damn, like this shit is about to be crazy. Like, that's what the intro is giving me. And then I think following it up with B&W was like, yeah, we in for a ride. Like, this album's gonna be amazing. I sat down and swapped it around for like a month straight. I had the album done like a month before it came out. The last song I made to submit was Calling You. But for that whole month, I was swapping songs. I really messed with my security. So me and him was having hour-long conversations every day. Like, nah, I think this song should go here. He's like, bro, your intuition is best, but I think this song should go here. And at the end, I just trusted myself and just dropped it and prayed. Yeah. It seemed like everybody felt like the order was cohesive.
Did Shorty ever hit you up about the album?
Yeah, her voice is on Make It Work.
Oh, it is? That's her voice?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was tight. You can't do nothing about it. You gotta sue me, baby.
And what'd you say? That's what you said?
Come sue me.
And then she left you alone after that?
No.
No? Okay, I didn't think so. I think so. Tell me any other questions about the album. 10 out of 10. 10 out. See, that's a real Mo fan right there. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
When I go lie, whenever you send me like a pack of shit, I go lie. When you sent me the Huncho shit before it was out, I didn't, bro. I sent her the screenshot of the Untitled because I would never send your Untitled around, and I was like, look what I got, and she said, send that to me right now. I said I would never do that to Mo. I said you gotta get in my car if you want to listen to that.
I got you, homie. We locked in now.
Look, you gave him the good review. Now you get all the unreleased shit.
Locked in.
You feel me? But like, yeah, nah. So okay, so the album was about the girl, right? What else about this project do you feel like you want people to know about, like that you put into it? Because you put a lot of time into this, bro. Like, if there's anything else,
I made the most when the album was done. The most important songs on it weren't. So like, when I was about to submit the album, Nothing She Had wasn't done.
Oh wow.
First Time wasn't done.
Oh shit.
Calling You wasn't done. What else was on there that I know wasn't done?
That's crazy.
Like all the biggest songs on the project I made right before I had to submit the project. Like, and I don't know what I was going through for them 2 weeks, but I was in the studio every day, and every day I was making a new song. Like Monday I made Nothing She Had. Tuesday I made First Time. Wednesday I made Calling You. Like that was a back-to-back run. And then I went to the Poconos and I did B&W, Lonely, I Know, and Check Me Out in one night. Like my mind was all over the place. It was just coming out. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, whoever you are, thank you. Thank you. And honestly, you ain't getting shit from that song. No funny shit. I'm sorry. I don't care. You ain't getting shit.
Nothing.
Nothing
She Had.
Oh my God, that is crazy. Insane project, bro.
Oh, thank you. Bro.
Congrats. Even like the greatest show on Earth theme. I gotta admit to you, because I'm your man's. I wasn't so crazy about the theme at first.
Yes.
Just me personally.
I feel that though.
Right? Like I like the second cover more than I like the first cover. If makes
why because the first one is like gives more gimmicky.
Yeah.
That's why I combined the deluxe with it and just scrapped the first one.
Okay.
So now the entire album is that cover.
Right. You know, I like this cover art a lot more than the other.
Yes.
That's just me personal. I didn't hate the first one. I was like, I feel like Mo got a little something more. And then when you put this out, I was like, this looks like a lot just cleaner to me.
Yes.
That's just me though. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, actually. And I think my whole goal was to I wanted to give off like this Charlie Chaplin, like ringleader vibe. I think the subtleness of me just being on the cover with no words actually hit a lot better for the music.
Yeah, I agree.
So I like that change as well. I agree.
Yeah, and I think like even like kind of it looks a lot clean. Like it looks so clean with like the Mr. R2R and the Road to Riches. So like after this, like because you know you got the first Road to Riches, right? It's a volume.
Yeah.
So are we ever gonna go back to that? Like what's kind of like obviously it's kind of early to talk about that because this album's just been out for like almost a month now, right? But like where do you go from here? You about to go in like your feature run, like your show run, like you know.
I think I want to drop again, bro. Like I feel like dropping so much music and doing it like cohesively and having the right videos and stuff got me here. So it's like, why slow down? Of course, I just dropped 20 songs. So I'll sit back for like a month maybe.
Yeah.
But like when it starts getting like super hot again, like July, I think I want to drop again. I want to drop an EP. I think I want to call it like Live, Love, R2R.
I like that.
Live, Love.
I like that.
Those are the first two tats I got on my inner
You
arms.
got Live and Love done on your first album.
Well, I got Love, Life. But I think Live, Love sounds cooler.
But you know how like they got like the white girl meme of like the Live, Laugh, Love? Yeah.
I'm like, I was young. I was getting PPP money. I was getting, you feel me? Lost my job during COVID. I was getting tatted every day. I'm going buck around, got no responsibilities. I'm getting $900 a week. Like, I'm going to spend this. So I was just getting a bunch of stupid tats.
Yeah.
Those are my first two, so I feel like it'll be cool for full circle.
No, I think so too, yeah.
Drop an EP named Live, Love, R2R, and then I want to go back to the Mr. R2R concept.
I love that, bro.
Or Mr. R2R 2.
Okay.
Road to Riches Volume 2. And then come out with something new again. Like
Try
the greatest show on Earth.
Right?
Yeah.
Fire. I like that. I like that for you, bro. So like, okay, so we got that going on, right? And that's kind of really, you're one of those artists that drops and then you just
disappeared.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think. I'm like, damn, what else Mo got going on? I'm like, you got the video, you got the For the Bros video that's gonna be out. Well, maybe by the time people see this, but like, which that looked insane. But like, you are really one of those artists that like shoots, does his album, and then just kind of like dips out.
Because I need time to make really good music.
You gotta live, you gotta live your life. You gotta go like live life, do shit. Like it's not, it's not as simple as like it's not as black and white.
I still want to shoot though. Like, well, my plans before that EP come out, I want to shoot like Nothing She Had.
Right.
I want to shoot like Calling You. All the crazy songs on the album, I want to shoot, and I want them to be cohesive with the storyline, like that circus theme. Every video go into each other. I want it to be cool, and just let the album live on for a bit before I start dropping new music.
Right.
So I want to shoot those vids, but after that, like scraps. At least I'm not gonna go missing this time though.
Yeah.
Because I'm planning to drop a bunch. So I might go gone when I start. I might disappear for a little bit when I start working on actual Mr. R2R2. Yeah. But this EP already got loaded up. Like, yeah, I'm ready to drop right now.
You gonna send me the Untitled?
Of course.
Amazing. That's all I want to hear.
Got a 7-song EP in my Untitled right now. All brand
Toby, you heard that, right?
Yeah, Toby
she's so fried, bro.
Yeah,
she's
I was
so
about to
fried,
say, Toby
bro.
fried.
I said we gonna have a new Toby. We gonna have a new EP to listen to on the car ride home. You sent it to him.
I'll do it right now.
He'll send it to me right now.
I sent you the amino acids earlier. Look, don't call my bluff.
I go when Mo show up. Mo show up though, right? So that's
Absolutely.
Huh? No, I'm gonna play it for her, bro. I go lie. Whenever I get Mo shit, I play it for Toby because I ain't gonna lie. Mo's best critics are me and Toby. Yes. like Mo's best critics are me and Toby. Because I'll deadass be like, I don't like this song.
Gabe would tell me, bro. I'll send him on title what I feel like is my favorite music. He'll be like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like this one. They need to do something different. So, all right, bro.
Why is this the name of the shit?
Bro,
can I say the name of the what this is, or is this the name of the? It's not the name of the project, right?
Nah, you can say it.
I said, the name of the Untitled is Trash. Time to get back in the lab. Why do you say, I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's some shit that an artist will send you to be like, when you ask for some like unreleased music, he'll send you this shit, and you'll be like, oh my god. But then
that was the Live Love R2R EP. But
okay,
I'm in one of them crises again. I'm not going through nothing, but I'm feeling like after For the Bros, I want to make lit shit. Like,
for sure.
I'm trying to figure out that transition right now. So that's why I changed the name.
This looks interesting.
That's the one right there.
This, you know which one I'm pointing at to?
I think from here maybe. I don't know.
But who's this? Oh, that's. Oh shit. Oh shit. I ain't gonna lie. He did it again.
Yes.
He did it again. Oh my.
It's gonna be crazy.
Oh my. Yo, bro. I don't know what show he did.
Be crazy.
I got you just like me for real. You really like you making him pay for the mistake.
I'm gonna go at you every chance I get. I don't care. It's quiet. Now you owe.
Oh shit! Yo, look at Dante pissed because
owe for the rest of your life.
I go lie. Dante hate when I get like that.
Nah.
Cause I'd be like, nah, bro. It's up and stuck forever.
It gotta be like that, bro. Bro, you play me one time, bro. It's
up
for the rest of our life. Any chance I get to shit on you, I'm gonna do it. Any chance. For no reason.
I go out, Dante, maybe you're right. Maybe it's the people I surround myself with. But I love Mo, so like...
We here, bro.
We here, bro.
At least we ain't get into no trouble.
Exactly.
That's all that matters.
Knock on wood, knock on wood.
We're doing it right so far, though. That's all that matters.
Nah, for sure. Hey, bro, well, look, we're also going to have another video of Mo reacting to his old On the Radars. We about to shoot that right after this, so be on the lookout for that. The Greatest Show on Earth experience out now. We did for Mr. R2R. Was it Mr. R2R we did that experience for? No. We didn't do nothing for Mr. R2R. We did for... Oh, no, it was Mr. R2R. We didn't do it for Road to Riches.
Yes.
So the Mr. R2R experience is also out now, and all the old Mo On the Radars are out now, so go check that out. But yeah, bro, anything else you want to let the people know before we sign off?
Yo, Gabe is the boy. Look at the studio space.
Thank you, bro.
This ain't the typical space you usually see. He's doing it. Don't let him tell you no different. If you need to borrow money... Don't let him tell you he
give me
don't
like
got
6 months to re-up after spending all my money.
Don't let him tell you he don't got it. I'm going to ask him for $5 before I leave him. But I love y'all. I love everybody.
I got $5 in my wallet. I got you, bro. But look, man, R2R Moe, the greatest show on earth, deluxe out now. Go check that out. New EP on the way.
Yes,
All the good on the radars out now. Make sure you go check that out. Till next time, man, show love, show support. Love is free sports for y'all. Already knew that. Gay P, Frequency, OTR. We out. Bow.